All right, hello and welcome to this video training on starting and running a successful plumbing business. If you already have a business, this training can still help you. So stay tuned and take notes because we go through a lot of stuff in here. So what you're going to get in this training, we'll be covering the following topics. We'll be going through understanding the basics of starting and running a successful plumbing business, writing clear and compelling quotes and estimates, handling unexpected costs and objections, the role of technology in the quotes and estimates, best practices for creating and managing quotes and estimates, the impact of your brand on quotes and estimates, the importance of the follow-up in your quotes and estimates, and by the end of this training, you will have a very comprehensive understanding of how to start and run a plumbing business, as well as how to produce quotes and invoices that will keep you winning more business. So before we get started, I just want to let you know that if you stay to the end, we have an offer for you that you won't be able to resist. But before we try to sell you on this offer, I want to prove to you that we can actually provide you with the valuable information that you can implement today. So let's get started. Number one, starting a business. Most important part is getting started. So starting a plumbing business requires careful planning and preparation. And in this section, we'll be covering the steps you need to take your business off the ground. First, it's important to identify your niche and your target market. This will help you focus on the efforts and create a unique value proposition that sets you apart from your competition. So consider your skills in the areas of expertise as well as your needs and your target market when determining your niche. Next, you're going to need to understand your local market and competition. So make sure to research your competitors to see what they're offering and what they're doing well and not so well. Use this information to differentiate your business and create competitive advantage. Okay, so once you have a clear understanding of your market and your competition, you can now begin developing a business plan and your budget. So your business plan should outline your goals, strategies, and the steps you need to take to achieve success. Your budget should take into account all the costs associated with starting and running your own plumbing business, so including marketing, equipment, and supplies. It's also important to register your business and obtain any necessary licenses. This will ensure that you're in compliance with all the local, state, and federal regulations, and will also give you legal protection in case of any disputes. Finally, building a brand and marketing your business are very critical to success. Develop a clear brand message that resonates with your target market and use marketing tools like social media, email marketing, and search engine optimization to search and engage with potential customers. With a strong brand and effective marketing, you can establish a very strong reputation and grow your business over time. All right, section 2, running a plumbing business. In this section, we'll be diving into the nitty-gritty of running a successful plumbing business. So from hiring and training employees to streamlining your operations and building a strong reputation, we will cover it all. So let's get started. All right, so one of the biggest challenges in running a plumbing business is finding and training the right employees. To hire the right people, you need to define the roles and responsibilities of each employee and look for individuals who have the right skills and experience. So when it comes to training, make sure your employees are trained in both technical and customer service skills. They need to be able to diagnose and repair problems, but they also need to be able to communicate effectively with your customers. Don't forget, your customer base is the lifeblood of your plumbing business, so it's very important to put effort into building and maintaining it. You can also do this by providing excellent customer service, being reliable and timely, and offering competitive prices. It's also very important to keep your customer informed about any changes in your business, such as new services or changes in your prices. Keeping your customers informed and engaged will help you maintain a strong customer base and keep your business growing, which is what you want, is it not? So streamlining your operations and processes is critical to the success of your plumbing business. You need to have a clear understanding of what you are doing and how you are doing it so that you can work as efficiently and effectively. This includes things like having a clear system for scheduling appointments, tracking time and expenses, and keeping track of your inventory. By streamlining your operations, you'll be able to reduce costs, increase productivity, and provide a better experience for your customers. Keeping up with industry trends and technology advancements. The plumbing industry is constantly evolving and is very important to stay up to date on the latest trends and technology advancements. This includes things like new materials and tools, energy efficiency, efficiency systems, advancements in water conservation and treatment. All things you must pay attention to and constantly learning on. By staying on top of these latest trends and advancements, you'll be able to provide your customers with the best possible services and stay ahead of that competition. All right, now building and maintaining a strong reputation. Hey, your reputation is everything in your business, okay? And it's important to do everything you possibly can to build and maintain a very strong one. This includes things like providing excellent customer service, being reliable and timely, and doing great work. By building a strong reputation, you'll be able to attract more customers, retain the ones you have, and grow your business over time. All right, so number 3, probably the most important part, is producing quotes and invoices. So in today's fast-paced industry, it's very crucial to be able to generate accurate and professional quotes and invoices for your clients. In this training right here, we'll be covering the best practices producing quotes and invoices in the plumbing industry. So when producing a quote for a plumbing job, it's very important to gather all the information necessary beforehand. This includes the scope of work, materials required, and estimated time for completion. Once you have all this information, you can use a quoting template or software to create a detailed and professional quote for your client. So I'm actually going to show you right now what we're offering. It's a template that I created myself and I use personally. So I'm just going to share my screen with you. Okay, so here's a software that I personally use. We created this and we're constantly changing it and making it better. So up here, you can add your markup to your materials. And then down here, you have columns for each and every kind of job line item you're going to come across. So there's groundworks, drainage, garage drain. You can kind of see them all. They're all there. And if there's ones that aren't there that you think that you need to add in, there's some blank empty spaces here. So you come in here and all you do is you figure out what your hourly rate is for one person and 2 people. I usually like to quote bigger jobs with 2 people. So if you do like groundworks, 10 hours for 2 people, and then drainage is like 15 hours for 2 people. And you just go through and you break it down like we talked about, and knowing your job scope is the most important part. Then in here, you actually just take the material and you start plugging in what materials you'll need for each one of those things. So whether it's groundworks, drainage, water lines, tubs, showers, gas, whatever you're doing, and it automatically comes over here and calculates everything for you. On top of that, when you're ready to produce the quote, you've finished this and you have your number. I don't send this to a client. I actually will use our job line item list that we also include within our course. There's 48 job line items here, pre-written out, ready to go. All you got to do is type them in. So when you come into your, whether you're using Joist or QuickBooks or whatever, you just input these job line items and they're ready to go. And you don't have to fill anything out other than maybe just reword some stuff to your specific job that you're doing. All right, so that's just a quick sneak peek of what we use personally to quote an invoice. And don't forget, it's important to include all the necessary details in your quote, such as description of the work, the cost of materials, and the hourly rate for your labor. It's also a good idea to include a clear and concise summary of the total cost at the end of the quote. All right, so now that you've created your awesome looking quote, you've landed the job, and now you got an invoice for the job itself. Me personally, depending on how big the job is, if it's something I want to do some progress billing, then I'll send a progress billing for each one of those kind of line items, whether it's groundworks, drainage, water lines. I don't ever let the customer know how much the cost of materials are. It's not really any of their business. The cost of materials is included in the quote, and the labor too. I don't usually break things down. I give them the one big price and then just a list of what we're doing there, so they know exactly what it is we're doing. So when we send that invoice, it's just as clear as it was in the quote itself to make sure that they have all the information provided and necessary. And when it comes to producing quotes and invoices in the plumbing industry, there are a few best practices to keep in mind. Firstly, always use a professional and clear format that accurately reflects the work that was done. And then secondly, make sure to include all the necessary details, such as the scope of work, like I said, not necessarily the cost of materials or the hourly rate. You can put those in, but finally, the importance to be clear and concise when presenting the total cost to your client. By using our quote template and a separate invoicing software, you can ensure that all the necessary details are included and that the quote or invoice is professional and clear. Hey, remember to always follow best practices and be clear and concise when presenting the total cost to your client. All right, so that brings us to the conclusion of this training on starting and running a plumbing business. This training has covered everything you need to know how to successfully start and run your business, including the importance of identifying your niche and your target market, developing a business plan and budget, building a brand and marketing your business, hiring and training employees, streamlining operations, and producing accurate quotes and invoices. So with this information that you've learned from this video, you're well on your way to building a thriving plumbing business. But hey, we don't want you to stop there. That's why we're offering you the chance to take your knowledge and skills to the next level with our comprehensive course. Our course is designed to provide you with all the resources and support you need to succeed in the plumbing industry. From 40 plus detailed video trainings on hiring and training employees to a comprehensive guide on producing quotes and invoices, how to properly run social media accounts, how to run your own Facebook ads and account, and how to start the ads and make sure that phone is just ringing consistently without having to hire an agency for thousands of dollars, which is what they cost. Along with our pre-made Excel spreadsheet that we personally use ourselves, these spreadsheets alone will save you hours of time each week in the quoting and invoicing department. So these spreadsheets alone are worth the entire cost of the course by themselves. And hey, if that's not enough, we also have a private Facebook group with a community of plumbing business owners just like yourself, where we can all work together to make sure we are all succeeding. And for a very limited time only, we are now offering a 1-hour free coaching call where we can really dive deep into your business and make sure you have all the questions answered. So once we stop offering these one-to-one calls, we will be moving to a once-a-week Q&A coaching call within the entire group. Our course really covers it all, and with access to a community of like-minded individuals and expert instructors, you'll never be alone on the journey to success. So if you're really serious about building a successful plumbing business, then enrolling in our course is the very next step. With our comprehensive resources and support, you'll have everything you need to get successful. So what are you waiting for? Take advantage of the opportunity and enroll in the course today. All you have to do is click the link directly below this video. It'll take you to the checkout, and I can't wait to see you in the course.